Alright, just took that chance to get a good adjustment. And we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go.
But it should be a bit different.
Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro.
And that would be Taka.
And that person could only have been...
Hifumi's pants! Oh my god. Leave this man's pants alone, please.
Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
Okay. Nice
Just
nicknames.
to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
I mean, she called Chihiro Cherry last time as well. You know, lovely nicknames.
Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
She the one who called it out last time as well, then. Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary! Ah! But still, really? Come on, Makoto. I can't let her get to me. Was she really getting to you? That was like the least scary thing I've ever, she could have possibly said. Yeah, dude, Huffy. Ugh. Oh, that's a lot of bullets. Okay.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the
Wait,
person
is
it
the...
was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe. The time doesn't matter!
Or the wristwatch!
The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Oh, shit! Damn it. The time mentioned in the note, I feel like that's the key. It says 6
Huffy
o'clock.
had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe. The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Boom!
No, that's wrong.
Yeah! Actually, I hadn't, figured that out either, but
There absolutely is a connection.
I kind of just assumed, based on my own deductions, that yes, of course it was, of course, this doesn't even matter. I didn't really pay any attention to the note,
What the hell are you talking about?
other than that it was like, oh yeah, this proves that Hifumi at least touched Taka's body.
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered.
Around about.
We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose there is, we could technically have, a Leon Sayaka situation, where, Taka lured this person out, and then he tried to kill them, and then they killed him right back. They killed him right back! But yeah, no, I don't...
Well, when you put it like that...
In the grand scheme of things, considering how orchestrated the rest of this is, yeah, no, I don't think that's a possibility.
No further objections!
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me.
Mm-hmm.
The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it? Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Most likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Yeah, alright, Byakuya. Prove that Hifumi stole the note. It's this bit.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Did we not try this before?
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Look, Makoto, if you were a real Ace Attorney, we would have had an entire little mini-game about putting those pieces of paper together. Just saying. Just saying.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from its death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
I mean, he wasn't just an accomplice. Accomplice. He actually killed him.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure.
God damn it.
In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
Oh. Kaiji Tang. Wonderful delivery.
Sorry, no.
Yeah, no, we did get the second body discovery.
Repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead.
I mean, aside from that one point where he woke up and spoke to us, and then he died again,
The second body
but,
discovery announcement proves that.
you know.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
You're right, and I still don't know who it is.
Killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
I don't think I like where this is trying to push me.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
You're right.
But me and Sakura were together.
Also right.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus! Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
Yeah,
And
hero.
what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
Yeah.
Weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file,
Yeah, you know what? I just clocked. We told, like, no one anything about our investigation. We did, because, like, we pretty much did that. Makoto did most of this all by himself, which, you know, good on him. Aside from, like, finding the note, he did pretty much all the investigating by himself. I mean, Byakuya told him that Hiro's room was open, but...
the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
It would be, which is why they used the wet one.
I'm surprised.
Oh, well, I guess it wasn't wet at the
seems
time.
there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Wow.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right,
Oh, my.
though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue. So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
I don't know, man. If you swung, like, anything hard enough, you could probably kill a person.
Then,
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
Well, I mean, it's not entirely different, but yeah.
It is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
So then, what would was used to kill Hifumi.
A weapon that was actually used to kill Hifumi. The whole picture surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure that out. Somehow I have to find the truth. Well, I already know, my guy. Welcome wristwatch, boot up, spotless hammer.
What was used to
Oh.
kill Hifumi? Was
This.
it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
No.
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon?
It's right there in the
How did
repository.
nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
No, no, no.
Murdergear.com/hammer time for more info.
What?
One thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
No, it did not.
That's about it.
The weapon used to kill Hifumi really was similar to the weapon used to kill Taka.
What was used to kill
And it's this bad boy. I assume it's on Heroes 1.
Able to move around so how did nobody witness them?
Because, I mean, technically, Jill isn't wrong. This is Justice Hammer 5, essentially.
Check out murdergear.com/hammer time for more info.
I wonder if someone's made this website.
Seems pretty clear.
Maybe I'll look that up later.
Murder weapon had to be one of the Justice.
No, he's wrong.
Got him. Got him.
The murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
But seriously? A different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris.
Except
but for
this
some
one.
reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean. And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers.
True.
Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
Whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him. Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder.
Probably why he was the one who killed... Oh, wait, hang on. You bring up a good point, because he... As I've said, he wasn't the accomplice. He was the one who killed Taka. So I guess, really, what this boils down to is the fact that our true killer, he wasn't the true killer, it was Hifumi's killer, killed Hifumi with, like, the purpose of having him look like... I don't know how to explain what I'm thinking of, but hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. Like, this was all set up so, like, Hifumi played along. But, I mean, he wasn't going to get away with it, you know? Like, he was supposed to die, in the grand scheme of things.
So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
We did. We did talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least that's what we thought at first. But... Sorry, my brace just whistled a bit there. Broken wristwatch, blue tarp, spotless hammer. Okay. Seems like an absorb one to me.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive.
Yes.
Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
Well, I don't know about impossible. Unlikely, but not impossible.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
There's the possibility of an accomplice really that insane? Or is there some chance?
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit
Because
in
there
the
were 2
murder,
murders.
only the one who actually carried out the act
Oh,
can
shit.
graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible.
No, it's wrong.
2 murders, 2 blackened. I mean, I assume our killer wasn't like, hey, Fumi,
Since there
I
were
want to
2
kill you
murders,
later.
it's
But,
at
you know.
least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
How are you going to frame this,
If there's
Makoto?
only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you.
Agreed.
However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that 2 people could act as each other's accomplices to commit 2 separate murders.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was trying to say. Except that I really don't think there was an accomplice to, you know, killing Taka. There really didn't need to be. Hifumi just writes a note, sends it to Taka, donk, you know?
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime, and based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating 2 separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice.
Well, there's no rule about having no accomplices, but yeah.
Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
I mean, there's so much to unpack in that one little block of text you got there, Byakuya. Well, I mean, I say that. It's like, because I completely agree with you, and I hate that I completely agree with you. Because, yeah, I mean, to put this whole thing together, it's... quite the ruthless gamble, I must say. Yeah. I'm still not sure how to get around the door thing. But I think I know who our killer is. And yeah, I mean, let's be real. I should have known for a while, I think, at this point. I mean, there isn't really any direct evidence, I don't think, that's like, yeah, Celeste, you killed him, but... You know, it fits. The plan itself fits, and I don't know if I'd be able to say that so resolutely if I hadn't done her free time events. So, a blessing and a curse, I suppose. In 2 ways. A blessing in that it sort of helped me come to realise that she is probably the killer. And also a curse, because that means she's the killer. And a blessing, because it means I got to spend time with her, and a curse, because now I feel like absolute ass. please don't. Please let me just have my musings be false. I can't handle losing Taka and Celeste in the same chapter. Like, please. I can't. I can't. The effort made to convince us that 2 murders were the same. That was the main characteristic this time. Sorry, murderers, I think I said. Kyoko must have noticed that fact from the very beginning. Which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Honestly, considering that she only saw the 2 bodies at the end, she's a genius. Kyoko really is amazing. Although, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Oh, that's put a weird feeling in my chest. Oh. She didn't do it, did she? She can't have. But like the last time Makoto said something like this was when it was like, oh yeah, Byakuya's too involved. Or he's not too involved. He's acting too nonchalant. Clearly he didn't do it. No, they couldn't. Could they? No! What? But I mean, no, she's been gone for too long. There's no way. It's too obvious. Okay, let's just carry on. I think now I'm getting a little too wrapped up. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she... No, Makoto, stop! Stop! No!
I understand how an accomplice could be involved, but then who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
I don't like that we just said this right as this question is being asked. No,
That's problem numero uno right now.
The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions, and in the end, murdered him. In the debates up till now, the way the case is unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person... Makoto! Oh no! No, now you've thrown my entire... No, it can be... No, it can't be Kyoko. It can't be. There's no fucking way. No, it can't be. It's... As much as I equally hate to say it, if it's gonna be someone, it's gotta be Celeste at this point. Like, I still have no idea how this door thing works out. But I hadn't entirely pieced together the sauna thing either. So, from last chapter, so maybe I'm about to get slapped with some logic. But I mean... There's also the fact that Kyoko's been missing and she hasn't told us anything. Like, she is so suspicious. I want to be wrong.
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
I'm gonna lose Taka and Celeste in this one fucking chapter.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying then is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would do it within 10 feet of that shit for brain-fat, lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
I think we are going to cap off this this Ace Attorney case with an Ace Attorney breakdown, aren't we? I mean, on one hand, I'm really not happy about it, but on the other hand, I'm kind of looking forward to it. Oh yeah. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off, game.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is there?
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you.
She was the one who told us.
Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
What is it? Only Fumi and Celeste. The paper and hidden in Fumi's pants. Actually, wasn't it both of these? They both screamed a lot. Well, twice. I'm gonna go with this.
The behavior
That's what I
they had in
thought.
common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Yeah.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
The fuck? Shut up!
Sorry.
Ugh, Makoto, stop being a wet blanket.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
What did she say? Oh, what's this? I saw a shadow. Something moving around at the top of the stairs.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to
She's the
draw us
one
all
who...
to the physics lab up on
Yeah.
the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
I mean... Ah! Was not really blood-curdling, but yeah.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Celeste, what's wrong? Intense scream, someone like you. I saw him, that strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I should have suspected her from, like, the very second we found her injured, shouldn't have I? She wouldn't... Whatever she said, grovel. God damn it. This is the... I have a feeling this is going to become worse. Maybe even as this game goes on, but as this franchise goes on... This was the first time that my emotions towards a character has blinded me. Or have blinded me. Yeah, I mean, she's been suspicious from the very start. I guess I just didn't... I didn't care to see it, I guess. You know? There's like a name for that, like selective... something or other. Good God, she's not even dead, and this is hitting me a lot harder than Tarka's did.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Yeah.
It was to get us to divide into two groups, so that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
And for that to have actually worked out, you'd have to be very lucky.
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Did she? And why don't we split into two groups? Only the hunting party? That seems much more interesting. Very well, then Makoto and Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I will leave the capture of this suspicious individual to Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected. And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we are on the 3rd floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead.
I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
Come on. We were thinking it, Hina was thinking it. Just because she said it, get a grip, Nathan. I still stand by that. That doesn't make her suspicious on its own.
I don't believe it. Everything. The whole thing was one big act.
I guess when you put it all together.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait. Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed.
Once again, I kind of agree with you, Byakuya, and I hate that I do.
Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
What would that be?
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're all going to die, just like those guys died.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
I mean, the only thing I've caught is that it's a lot more defeatist than anything she'd ever say.
Pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the 4 of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Hang on, let me plot the log. No, that's the... let me... Hang on. Together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. Well, considering what the bit that Byakuya brought up was going to be the last bit, we're going to die just like those guys died. Oh. She shouldn't have known Taka was dead. Byakuya said that Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. But what is he alluding to? Well, I assume this will be another absorbed one. Maybe not. Right, this e-handbook. I don't know how that fits in either.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
And Celeste said what she did, she shouldn't have known yet. With that in mind, what's so strange about what she said is...
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those...
No, that's wrong. That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall.
But if Kyoko was there, she would have snapped that up.
So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys?
I mean, guys can be general, you know?
Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Oh, considering she started laughing, I thought the breakdown was about to go.
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
Staged.
How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
Well, I was already over this when I wasn't so set on you being the killer. You put Hiro in the costume, he clearly wasn't in a right state of mind.
It has to be some kind of setup, right?
Yes, it
So let's
does.
put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to...
It obviously wasn't her, it was you.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Other explanations. If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away, the only other possibility is Hifumi and the suspect have been drinking. No, Fumi is dragging the suspect away.
Well, I think he's just holding him up,
It's not
but...
a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Mm-hmm.
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Alright. Celeste thinks she can prove that there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But is that really possible? Actually, I don't know how to prove that.
Dressed me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Hang on, let me, Okay, now that's just with this.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
No way!
No, that's not right. There's definitely a contradiction what Celeste is trying to claim.
You dressed me up in that suit after
I think
passed
it's
out.
just that
Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight.
he would be able
You
to
tried to make
stand
me look
up,
like the
wouldn't he?
bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright.
Mm-hmm.
If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight.
No, it's wrong. No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that, because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
You totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Oh no, Celeste.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Oh, here it comes.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Oh my god.
Celeste? Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem. Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasu. Hiro. Yeah, I'm pretty sure his arm was up at that point.
Asked him who had attacked him. His answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
You know what I will say, I'll get to a good stop
In
point.
other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Wait, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Shut up.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Jesus Christ. You know what, I'll say it now, having a breakdown in this game, probably a bit better than, well, I don't know, visually Ace Attorney obviously has it down, but I mean, Celeste has had some fantastic sprites, or portraits I guess, because it's a visual novel. But, ooh, voice acting. Oh, it makes me love her even more. Oh, hearing that like strain flipping between her English and French accent. Well, obviously doesn't have an English accent, just her normal American accent and the French. Oh, pitter-patter goes my heart, but I really shouldn't. I mean, it's more like an admiration for good voice acting than Celeste in this particular case, but...
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
Well, for Sirius's hero, nicknames is Genocider. Yeah. I mean, I myself remember a lot of Mr. Naegi.
I got it! That's right. Our last names. He called us all by our last names.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example.
Fuck! I've just realised how the fucking handbook comes into it. So we're gonna be like, oh, last name? Whose last name is Yasuhiro? No one's. Oh wait! Celeste! What's your real name again? Ah! God damn it. I was all like, in her free time events, oh yeah, of course Celeste is a fake name. She's, like, doing this illegally. She'd need to have, like, an undercover identity. Everything is awful, and I hate literally everything right now.